Hey everyone, so today we're going to install our sink and plumb the cold and hot water to it, as well as connect the cold and hot water to the hot water system, and sort of try and take you through sort of where the pipe and stuff is for that.
Alrighty, so it's a little bit hard to see because it's dark now outside. It's like 9:30 at night or something like that. But I'm about to put the tap, oh, it's very fuzzy. I'm about to put the tap into our kitchen. So this is our sink. I'm going to install it over here in the back corner. I'm using a 35 piece, what's it called? Hole saw, which will fit, this will fit through. What happens from there is underneath, it's a bit of rubber, and then that screws it on, holds it into place. The hot water and cold water connect up in under there. So if the camera doesn't die, hopefully you'll see me do it. Otherwise, I'll show you the finished product later. I'm nervous. I'm cutting into our beautiful bench. I look funny. So last night I tried to install our tap. I was successful, but it was much harder than I expected. So the original plan was to cut a hole big enough for the top piece to fit in, and then a bigger hole underneath for the other piece to sit in. The issue that we had, I'll take you underneath, is the back of our cupboard was in the way from where we wanted to put the tap. So as you can see, I've had to go up on an angle with the hole saw. So it's gone through the back of our cupboard a little bit. But it's given me the bigger hole underneath to do the attachments, and then the sink on top. So, pretty happy with how it turned out, but it was a bit frustrating, just like everything, but it's in. And we haven't tightened it yet, but it swivels, and we've got enough room here to do its thing, and blah, blah, blah.
Alright, so before you put the sink in, you've just got to put the threaded water hoses in. So there's two holes. We assume that the one on the side that says hot is the hot water, and the one on the side that says cold is the cold water, because it doesn't really say. So you just put it in and you screw it. Okay, so on the top of the counter side, you've just got the ring and a rubber stopper. Now we feed these through, maybe. There. Then it goes rubber, washer, nut. How the adults only word am I supposed to get that over both of them?
You should have put it on first before you screwed them in from the other end.
So you can put the things on the hose first. So nut, washers upside down, and rubber. Alright, then feed the hoses up to the hole. Who needs to be so hard? Like everything.
Stupid tap. It's pretty, but stupid.
So after the struggle that was getting all that together, we then had to put some screws in, which we ran out of space for and had to resolve after doing it. So there's a bolt there and a bolt on that side, and that just holds the thread together. So now this doesn't move, but this swivels. Yay, our sink. This comes loose somehow too. Oh, it comes out the top. Oh. Alright, so just got some Sikaflex kitchen and bathroom clear silicone. So just here, going to put a bead around our cutout and then see if we can put the sink in. So we didn't get any footage of putting the sink in, like actually in place. all we did was just silicone around the outside. There's also some silicone on the inside. It comes with these little clip things to put in, and just let me see if I can show you the issue. So because we put this roof on our cupboard and then had to cut around to put the sink through, we didn't leave enough room to actually install the mounting, I don't know what they're called. There's actually one in here, that little metal thing. I don't know if you can really see it. But yeah, so we couldn't put that in, so it's only being held in by silicone, but yeah, it hasn't moved yet, so it's going well. It didn't help that we also threw the instructions away, so we're kind of only assuming we were trying to install it right, but yeah, we couldn't anyway without cutting this hole bigger, and that seemed like too much effort, but yeah. Alright, so we've just run some John Guest pipe under the bus up to the sink. We'll show you how that's running later on. So I've just got a 1/2 inch BSP to John Guest fitting. I'm just gonna put some thread tape around it, join it up to the sink hose, and then connect the John Guest water from our pump. Alright, that's as tight as I could get it, so let's hope that's fine. So we just grab our John Guest hose, and we push it in until it locks. It won't come out. And then we just put a locking clip on it. And there we go. So that's how we connect our cold water hose. So now we've run our cold water pipe through. It's coming up a bit further away from the hot water system than we wanted, because there's a bunch of stuff under the bus here that we couldn't really get a pipe through, so we've pulled it up as close as possible. Now we're just going to put it in. With the hot water system, you're going to get ones with a brass BSP fitting. I don't remember the standard. There was some standard that it complies to if you use these rather than plastic fittings, so we had to get some different ones, but same deal, just going to put some thread tape around it and screw it on. We got elbow ones because originally I thought it was just going to go straight down from where we screw it in, but that's not the case, so we're just going to have to make it work. I'll probably have them facing the inside so that we can then sort of route the pipe as tightly around as we possibly can. Now let's put the hot water on too. Oh. Oh.
Frankie!
You're okay.
I'm not. Frankie!
You're sexy when you make animal noises. Alright, so now I've got my hot water pipe hose run. For every connection that's going to have hot water running through it, you have to put one of these little things through it. So yeah, we bought a bunch of them, and it just offers support or something for the connection. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that they tell you need to have one on every hot water connection. So you should just be able to push it in. There you go, that's what it looks like. And then you just pop it in like normal. Cool, that easy, and then we'll just pop a clip on it. Sweet, now I'm just gonna mount it off over here somewhere like the other one, just to try and keep it as neat as possible. So same deal with the hot water system, just got to pop a plug in. Oh, I don't have my connection. Okay, so I showed some of this in the water pump video itself, but I'll sort of go over the important bits again. So the water comes from the tanks into the water pump, which then comes out here and then goes around. So this T intersection goes up to our mains water and then into another T. So this side goes over to our shower and stuff, which I will show in a different video. The one that's important is this line here that goes over into the floor, which I do still have to put silicone or rubber or something around, but it goes down into the floor and runs over to the sink, which I will try and show you now. Okay, so it's going to be hard to show, and it's very dirty. That's where it comes out of the floor, and it comes down around, and then it runs across the bus over to the passenger side, which ours is sort of a bit different because we've got the wheelchair lift here. But I've just run it as close to the floor as I can, and I've just used, like, I don't know what they're called, and it goes through there. Once again, just trying to follow. It follows along near the suspension, I think, and I've sort of just cable tied it to some electrical wiring that was already here. It runs down, and now I'll have to go in over near where the sink is. Okay, so it comes around, and I have it going to this T here. So this is where it splits off to go to the hot water system and the sink. So that one goes through there off to the hot water system, and this one loops around. I probably should have put like an elbow in it or something, but it just does a nice loop, and then goes up into the floor there, into where our sink is, which is right above our spare tire. So it was nice and fun to do. Let's see if we can get a better angle on that. Cool. And then obviously you can see the hot water too, that runs through the same area. It has a T intersection there too, so obviously it comes from the hot water, splits off. One goes over to the shower, which I can show on the shower video, and then one comes over to the sink. Now I'll go and show you where the hot water system is. And then the hot water, cold and hot, comes from there along here and then up there. So this is just sort of to the right and behind all this stuff here. We wanted it closer, but obviously all this is in the way, so that was sort of the first bit of spare wood that I found. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, really hard to show down here, but I hope that gave you a bit of an idea of how we did it. Okay, so that's it for this video. Sort of a long video for what it was, but yeah, we did have a bit of difficulty with getting the sink in, and of course it's a kitchen sink, not a caravan one, so I don't know if caravan ones are easier, but we definitely wanted something that, yeah, looked really nice and looked the part. So hopefully it was helpful for someone, and hopefully showing you where I run the pipes underneath the bus was useful. It's not the nicest job ever. I'm sure a lot of people can do a lot better. As you kind of saw, I'm not sure why that T intersection is facing the wrong way, and random stuff like that. You know, I should probably go and redo it at some stage. Now I know a little bit more, and we're not as rushed in that sort of thing. But yeah, hopefully it helps. You can see how some amateurs did it, but it all works. So yeah, that's the important thing. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe and share, and thanks for watching. Next video we'll continue along the same lines, but we'll do the shower and the toilet, and then the one after that should be the grey water. Alright, thanks. Bye.